and welcome to another Toffee Blues video, your source for all things Everton. I'm Louis and this is player ratings coming off the back of last night's 2-0 home win in the FA Cup against Peterborough after a very strange day, one of the strangest in Everton's recent history after the sacking of Sean Dyche just 4 hours before kick-off. Leighton Baines, Seamus Coleman, obviously it was great seeing them two being the ones to lead the side, but interesting times to come for us, I'm sure, and we'll see what plays out. But for the game as a whole, really disappointing that it was on a Thursday night, to be honest. Again, money talking over fans is really frustrating. You know, it was a great chance for Peterborough to potentially bring more fans. Obviously, they sold out as well, but you usually get a bigger allocation. And then, you know, a chance for more kids to come as well, experience Goodison for the first and possibly last time. So, again, it was disappointing that the authorities put it on a Thursday night, but what can you do? But other than that, it was without being disrespectful, it was an easy game for Everton. You know, Peterborough didn't really threaten. Few good individual performances, kept the ball well, and again, the main thing in the cup is winning, and that's what the lads did. So, thankfully, we're into the next round, and hopefully it's another home draw, so we can keep going to Goodison as many times as possible for it. It sadly goes. But player ratings anyway, a lot of changes. Obviously, starting in goal with Virginia, 7. Solid, didn't have an awful lot to do. Claimed a very good cross in the second half at 1-0. But that was about it for the goalkeeper. He was quiet and well protected by his back five. So a 7 for him. Patterson next, 8. Super impressed with him. Thought he was outstanding. Obviously, we know what he brings getting forward. But defensively, I know, again, you know, you've got to take it into consideration who we were playing. But he was faultless last night. He was really, really solid and a good performance from him. And hopefully we can see more of the same in the second half of the season, because he's definitely got talent, in my opinion. So good performance from the Scotsman. Centre-halves now, O'Brien, 8.5. I thought he was immense, actually. I thought he was really, really solid again. He's been unfortunate not to get as much game time as he probably would have liked, but to be fair to him, before Branthwaite came in, you know, Keane was in good form, and I don't think you should be splitting up Tarkowski and Branthwaite either. But he was really, really solid again, 8.5 for me. Didn't lose a header. He's got pace to burn as well. He's strong. He's good on the ball. He keeps things simple. He makes good decisions. So he's certainly got a bright future with us, O'Brien, and hopefully we can see more of him at some point, whether it's in a back three as it was last night or from next season onwards, we'll see. But one for the future, definitely, and a good performance from him. Michael Keane then, an 8 as well. I was disappointed he didn't take the penalty. I think everyone wanted him to have it. But again, aerially dominant, calm in possession, positionally sound, good performance from Big Mick, and that's an 8. Branthwaite, 8 again, won the penalty, was probably his major contribution, but you know what you're getting from him. He uses class and he's kept the ball well. And again, 8 out of 10. Mikalenko, 7, slightly quieter than the rest of the back five, but again, solid, didn't put a foot wrong, kept the ball well. And yeah, you know, he offered a little bit more going forward as well last night, so a 7 for him. Mangala, 7.5. I do think we need to sign him. I keep saying this in these videos, but I've been really, really impressed with him in basically every game this season. I think he holds his position really well. He allows whoever he's next to bomb on, and he'll cover, and you know, he's tidy in possession as well. So he's definitely someone I'd like to see more of, especially alongside James Garner if he comes back in as well. But another good display from the Belgian. Garner up next, 7. Solid, steady, captain for the first time of Everton as well, which was nice as he nears his 200th game for us. And as I say, you know, tidy in possession, didn't really have to do an awful lot, but done his job. So 7 out of 10. Armstrong, 8.5. Really, really pleased with him. I think, you know, you've seen all over, you know, social media the reaction to his performance. Pundits alike as well, really impressed. The pass for the first goal, that highlights, you know, what we've been missing really this season. With all respect to Decore, that's not what his game is, and all of a sudden you put a kid in there and he finds that pass through to Beto, which was inch perfect, and you know, he deserves massive credit, not just for that, but for his overall display. He wasn't bullied against the physical side. You know, he worked really hard, he knew his job, and he kept the ball so well. So it'll be important to manage his development going forward, I think, because Bainesy's clearly done a good job with him, and now it's up to whoever comes in to do the same, whether that's a loan or more and more first team experience. I don't know, but he's definitely one for the future as well. So a good performance from him, and I think he probably just edged O'Brien for man of the match as well, 8.5. Ndai, 7, much quieter than he usually is, sort of played within himself, but again, worked hard and took the penalty really well, 7 out of 10. And then Beto, 7.5, suited his game, to be fair. Physical, a lot of grappling with centre-halves. That's what he's all about. And he took his goal really well, to be fair, as well. And, you know, we know what it can be like at Goodison if you're playing lower league sides and you can't really break them down. So it was important to get the goal early on. And, as I say, for him to dispatch it so clinically was really impressive. So, good performance from him as well. Subs, Brozier, unfortunately, obviously, you can't really give him a rating because he was on and off. Hopefully, he's okay. That's the main thing. You know, fingers crossed that it's not a bad injury. Whether this means that he stays with us or goes back is secondary. The main thing is that hopefully he's okay. So, fingers crossed on that. Lindstrom as well, only on for a minute, same as Decore, so can't really give them one. Harrison, 6.5 though. He done okay when he come on, few nice touches, and Young is 6 as well. Rock solid defensively. So that was the player ratings, as I say. You know, a comprehensive win, a comfortable win, despite the fact obviously it was 1-0 for large portions of the game. It's probably the most relaxed I've been for a while at the match. We just didn't really look like conceding. We defended really well, and you know, it was a nicer sort of atmosphere, nicer environment to be in. But that's that. Obviously now we don't know what happens in the next 19 games of the season. Hopefully we get a nice draw in the FA Cup and we're safe by March, but we'll see if that comes off. But yeah, time will tell. I also just want to finish this video with something that obviously won't be very popular, but I think that Everton owe an enormous debt of gratitude to Sean Dyche for what he's done for our football club. Whether you like him or not, I understand that he's not everyone's cup of tea. I can see why, you know, he's Marmite, he said it himself, but for me, you know, I think we'd certainly be in at least the Championship by now. If we'd employed anyone but him when he took over from Lampard, that team was going down, no two ways about it. And then to lead us the way that he did last season as well, during a 10-point deduction and deliver a derby win at the end of the season as well, was a remarkable job. So, as I say, this isn't me saying he should be sacked, he shouldn't have been, but I think Evertonians should appreciate what he did for our club, specifically in his first 18 months, because, you know, it took big shoulders to take that job on, and that's what he did. So, as I say, I'm sure that people won't agree with me there, but yeah, I'd just like to put that out there. But that's all from me, as I say. Hopefully we get another good result on Wednesday, and we can be safe by the end of March instead of May this time. But yeah, thanks for listening. Up the toffees. Take care.